When the last time that you heard a sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in them. And we can go toe-to-toe. Anyone you know, young or old, they get drove in the... I just did the Super Bowl halftime show with the GOATs. What I wanna do with verses. That's like comparing team ball to the MLB. Y'all out of your league, we not the same person. I'll be doing this till I'm about 86. So this is holding my on the nurses.
Got two girls in the cut, and I don't know what to do. I fell in love with you. Two girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. Fell in love with you. I got two girls in the cut, I don't know who to choose. I fell in love with you. I fell in love with you. Gotta believe in knowing. She back at the house, she freaking too and they going, yeah. Honeymoon out there.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Drexler, Murray out there with Malowacz. Then there's Irving. And it's Okeke in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, Jordan is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's Horford. And it's Connect in at the small forward. So, Greg, here we are, just about a week into the NBA season. The regular season comes at you fast.
I mean, the games start coming fast and furiously right out of the gate. But you wonder how we made it through summer without getting to see any NBA action. And that shot could make Kyrie almost unstoppable as a scorer if he can master it.
Connect with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Jordan for the 3. Good on the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Drexler. Here's Murray, guarded by Horford. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Jordan. Pass to Turner. Lets a floater go. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. This many years into the game, and the Kyrie challenge is still puzzling. Coach said we'd actually prefer to see him shoot. At least our feet can be more set outside to contest. People forget how good of a shooter Kyrie can be. He continued and said, and threes are so hard to compete against, we want to try and limit those first. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Irving looking for an opening. Down low. Here's Malawatch. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And it's obvious Irving sees everything on the floor. He's able to find and exploit those cracks in the defense.
Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and Jordan throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Murray. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And on the way from Irving for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here is Irving. Murray, a screen on SGA. Fires from 14, and it's sent back by Turner. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Chicago with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Turner's got his second bucket of the game to go. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Drexler outside. Fires for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injuries.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
The first free throw is good. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Richard, the Bulls knocked out of the play-in by the Miami Heat for 3 seasons in a row.
You can't call it a rivalry if it's in the play-in. It's not the playoffs. Playoffs? With the Bulls finally committed to a rebuild, it could be a while before they create any more impressive postseason narratives.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Here's Okiki. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Malawach. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Drexler against Jordan. Outside, Horford. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Horford. Just 3 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Mavericks trail by 13. Here's Drexler, and Drexler throws it down hard.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's SGA. 6 points for him. At the top of the key, Turner. They get it back.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Okiki. And a great assist by Drexler as that one goes in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They have a 9-point lead. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Moving against Gilgeous-Alexander. Drexler drawing the double team.
Why?
Inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there. But
Why?
he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Why?
It's going to be on
Why do you come all the way over there for? You stay over there in a wing. I'm right
Hey
here.
guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Bulls?
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Bull. He's checked in for Chicago. Zach Collins comes in for Al Horford. And Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 6, 2 on the clock. A baseline J. No good. His first miss after 3 makes.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Murray finds Irving. Here's Malawach. Pass to Drexler. High, arcing shot, and he lays it up and in.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Now, here's SGA. Collins wide open, he fires. And another miss by Chicago. Irving passes to Okiki. Irving against SGA. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bull inside. Murray on him.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg? Now with that emphatic slam.
That's what lackluster defense will get you. You deserve to get dunked on with that type of effort.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. checked in. .137 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Middleton. Here's Klingon. Bol covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Saroff. Launches from deep. And Bol pulls it down.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And now it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Johnson with a screen on Brunson. Pass to Middleton. Chicago grabs the miss.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Connect with a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. Mavericks trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And taken away by Johnson. Right through the D for the layup. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Jordan. Sinks the triple. Jordan's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Bulls.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Bulls lead by 10. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And, guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Porter. Klingon is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Strawther in at the 2-guard position. Mavericks trail by 10. Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite. Oh, good luck against Klingon in close. That's where he makes his money.
Chicago leading by 8. Jordan the pass to Brunson. Bol setting the pick for Brunson. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Bol, that's good. Bol's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Collins. Pass to Bol. Strawther grabs the miss. So for Chicago, their last game a win against the Nets. And here's Porter in the corner. Middleton with it. Now Klingon. Now here's Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Strawther, no good. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Porter against Brunson. Collins setting the pick for Jordan. Kicks it out to Collins. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Strawther. Nothing on the board. To the middle. Here's Klingon. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Murray's checked in for Jalen Johnson. Okeke comes in for Chris Middleton. And Irving subbed in for Porter. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bull. Joe Harris comes in for Dalton Knecht. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Jordan. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Pass to Turner. Three-pointer. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight. Irving kicks to Murray. Irving against SGA. With the step back. To end the drought. The rebound by Turner. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Bulls. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Here's Turner. Takes it off the glass. Turner's got 9.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Irving passes to Murray. To the inside. Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Clingan looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Chicago leading by 13. Collins a screen on Irving. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 6. Here comes SGA. Chalk up 2 there. 8 points for him.
He's one of the quickest players in the league. Once Gilgeous-Alexander gets a step on you, it's over.
Irving dishes to Murray. Pass to Strother. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Jacks up a 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Hey, Richard, the play-in tournament has not been kind to the Bulls in the past couple years.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't be in the play-in tournament 3 seasons in a row. That's where we should start. And every time they failed to advance, it shows how valuable getting a top 6 seed can be.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you.
Yeah, gotta have it. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And it's sent back by Turner.
This is the kind of rim protection Turner provides. Excellent at timing that rejection.
Pass to Collins. Over Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
No good on that one. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. And it's sent back by Turner.
And it's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
They get it back. And he finishes nicely on the way. Turner's got 7 now in this quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to 14, getting a little bit closer on the bucket from Drexler. For Chicago, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Here's Irving. Connects on the 17-footer. Irving's got 6.
And whether it's off the dribble or the catch, Irving looks on balance going into his shot.
Booker outside. Back to SGA. Kicks it out to Booker. Collins setting the pick for Booker. For Murray. No good from Booker.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
He lobs it up. Knocked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Booker in the corner. Another 3 for Chicago.
It doesn't take long for Booker to get that shot off. He is a confident young player.
Booker against Drexler. 1:44 left now here in the second. On the wing, Irving. Murray is screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. On its way from Irving for 2. The shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Drexler. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Bulls will go for a different look here. Bull. He's checked in for Turner. Horford comes in for Zach Collins. Connect. He's checked in for Harris. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Brunson. Hasn't made one yet. Booker left side. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker flashing his athleticism. What a dunk there by the young guard.
Pass to Okeke. Back to Irving. This one for 3. Drexler scanning the floor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Here's Brunson. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Booker left side. Pass to Horford. The Mavericks pull it in. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Outside Irving. Here's Okeke. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Chicago with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
Good to be with you for halftime. Let's check in on the NBA action coming up later tonight. For the Wizards, they'll be up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. That one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
This is going to be either a lopsided game or a terrific upset.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Bulls.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make-or-miss league, and that's mostly true.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from Miles Turner in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So with Jordan on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Dalton Knecht, Jalen Brunson out there with Devin Booker. Then it's Bol Bol, and it's Horford in at the four-man position. And the dunk by Horford.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Drexler outside. Pass to Okeke. 5 to shoot. Nobody near Irving. The basket good off the assist from Drexler. Irving's got 9 points.
And that can really be a weapon for Kyrie. I'm sure he'll become more comfortable from deep over time.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Brunson outside. Pass to Booker. Lets it go with the three. Traps in the tray. 8 points for him.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And stolen by Booker. Banked in off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Drexler against Booker. Now here's Drexler. Defense right on him. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Irving. The three. And Horford pulls it down.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
And what's especially hard about defending Brunson, he just plays with so much energy.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
That free throw missing.
Well, when you watch Jalen Brunson, he's such a difficult matchup. Lefty, quick, and a bit on the smaller size, but he's got great leverage, and he gives opposing defenses fits.
Good on the second free throw. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Irving against Brunson. Pulls from the top of the key. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Irving's got 11.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Outside, Horford. And
oh, man, that's not good.
Here's Okeke to the wing right side. Malawach, no good. Here's Brunson, and he uses the glass on the lane. He has 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Brunson against Irving. Drexler outside. To the wing on the left. Okeke passes to Drexler. Clock at 6. Pass to Okeke. The basket good off the assist from Drexler.
3 points.
Drexler's got 4 assists in the game. Bulls leading by 20. Brunson outside. Here's Booker. Bull is screen on Drexler. Here's Booker. And a dunk by Booker.
And Booker is just letting it all hang out right now. This young guy's confidence special.
Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Horford finds Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass to Irving. Here's Malowacz. The tray. And Bull pulls it down. To the paint. Here's Horford. And finished off by Horford.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Irving passes to Okeke. Back to Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And this is the type of scorer Irving is. When he's hot, he keeps looking to be aggressive.
Chicago leading by 20. Now here's Brunson. He's got 5. Bull, that's good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Up going with the new group. The Mavericks also with a sub. Authors checked in. Chicago on defense. Outside, Drexler. Pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Strother following the score by Miles Turner. On the wing, Drexler. Pass to Strother. Here's Malowacz. Plays it up and banks it in. Malowacz has got 4 points this quarter.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Bulls leading by 22. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Jordan. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Jordan's got 12 points in the game. Drexler passes to Murray. Here's Okeke, guarded by Harris. Drexler against Jordan. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Clingan, he's checked in for Mawar. Johnson comes in for Murray. And Middleton subbed in for Okeke. Now, here's Drexler. He's got 8. Dallas moving it around. Middleton can't get it to go. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Turner with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Out to Turner, fires the 3, sinks the three-pointer. 16 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Drexler. Gets the front of the rim and out.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Hands it from downtown.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous-Alexander is an unselfish team player.
Drexler inside. Defended by Jordan. Count that one. Drexler's got 10 points.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Chicago's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Back to SGA. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Strother. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Strother, no good. Inside, here's Turner. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And so it's Chicago, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Dallas, Donovan Clingan out there with Jalen Johnson. Then there's Irving. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Strother in at the 2. Here's Strother. Here's Clingan. Pulls it up. Strother, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The Bulls shooting a scorching 68% in the game. Outside Jordan. Turner for 3. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Turner's got 21.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Irving drives in. Turner with the steal. Whoops.
Gabe, come on. Slow down with it a little bit now. Come on.
Middleton
all right, lead.
Outside
come on.
Irving. And it's sent back by Turner. And they get it back.
And sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert. And really the only question going forward for Klingon, can he keep up with the foot speed in the NBA?
Bulls making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And he's good on the second. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Pass to Turner. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. That one goes in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now, here is Irving. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Jordan's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Pass to Middleton. Dallas moving the ball around. For 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Jordan drives in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Johnson can't get it to go. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. SGA surveying the defense. Jordan kicks to Harris. A three-pointer off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game. RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, Bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
Now here's Irving. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Irving's got 13 points here in the second half alone. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Outside, Horford. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now here's Drexler. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Too reckless with the ball. He's hurting his teammates with these mistakes.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And stolen by Murray. Drexler kicks to Irving. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. For the finish. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Okeke. Hits the three-point bomb.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Bulls have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Jordan finds Turner. Gilgeous-Alexander against Irving, and the shot is good.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Down low, here's Okeke. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Softy, he's letting them know, you have to respect me.
SGA with the ball. Outside Turner shoots the three. That one doesn't go.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Here's Okeke, guarded by Harris. Okeke, no good. Jordan passes to SGA. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Lots of room. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Bulls Youth team.
We've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Miles Turner.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Now here's Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Keegan Murray. That's his first foul. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Irving against Brunson. A nice shot by Irving. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
Oh, nice finish on the interior for Kyrie. Able to work his way inside for the finish.
At the elbow, Collins. To the middle, poke loose, and stolen by Murray. Here's Irving. Sinks that one from the post.
Man, this is who Irving is. A young player who wants to make his teammates better.
A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Collins. Pass to connect. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any 2-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
And let's not forget, RJ, you were second in the Rookie of the Year voting. I haven't forgotten it. But when you go back to that time, what was the key in your adjustment process?
Well, one thing that really helped me out is I played 3 years of high-level college basketball. Most rookies don't get that experience, and it makes it a little bit harder for them to transition to the pro game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Myles Turner.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
Clock at 4. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by Dallas. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And now, we present the player of the game, Myles Turner.
What type of car